Dawn Glantz was born in the United States, growing up in a family that encouraged outdoor exploration and physical activity. From a young age, she developed a love for the natural world and a deep appreciation for the challenges it posed. Her early experiences with sports included activities such as hiking, running, and rock climbing, and it was this connection with nature that led her to pursue climbing more seriously as a teenager. Raised in a region known for its proximity to climbing areas, Glantz was fortunate to have access to some of the best climbing spots in the United States. As she progressed through high school, she began to develop her skills in rock climbing, initially focusing on bouldering and sport climbing. Her natural strength and agility, combined with her determination and mental focus, made her a standout in local climbing gyms and outdoor competitions. By her late teens, Glantz was competing in local and regional climbing events, often finishing near the top. It quickly became apparent that she had the potential to compete at the national and international levels. With a strong desire to push her limits and achieve more, she devoted herself to training rigorously and honing her climbing technique. It wasn't long before Glantz caught the attention of the climbing community and began to gain recognition as one of the rising stars of American climbing. Career peak and rise to prominence. Dawn Glantz's ascent in the climbing world gained significant momentum during the early 2000s. After a few years of solid competition results, she made a major breakthrough in 2004 when she entered the prestigious competition circuit. Glantz's versatility as a climber, her ability to excel in both bouldering and sport climbing disciplines, and her ability to handle high-pressure situations helped her achieve a series of standout results in national competitions. One of Glantz's defining moments came in 2006 when she competed in and won several major national bouldering events. Her win in the U.S. Bouldering Championship marked a high point in her career, showcasing her technical skill and mental toughness on some of the most challenging problems in the sport. That victory placed her firmly in the spotlight and propelled her to the forefront of the U.S. climbing scene. As her career progressed, Glantz continued to dominate at national competitions, becoming a regular presence on the podium in both bouldering and sport climbing events. She was known for her methodical approach to problem solving on the rock and her ability to stay calm and focused in high-stakes situations. Her technical skill was matched only by her fierce determination to push herself to new heights, earning her the respect of her peers and the admiration of climbing enthusiasts around the world. In the years that followed, Glantz became an influential figure in the climbing world. As a prominent representative of American climbing, she competed in the World Cup Series, further establishing her reputation as one of the sport's elite athletes. Her performance in international competitions earned her top-tier rankings, and she began to gain recognition as one of the best climbers of her generation. Main achievements. Dawn Glantz's career is marked by a series of impressive achievements that have solidified her status as one of the most accomplished climbers in the world. Some of her most notable accomplishments include U.S. Bouldering Champion, 2006. One of Glantz's biggest achievements came in 2006 when she won the U.S. Bouldering Championship. This victory marked a key milestone in her career, showcasing her technical skill and mental toughness. Her win cemented her status as one of the best boulderers in the country. Top finishes in national competitions. Glantz continued to dominate in national climbing events throughout the 2000s and 2010s. She earned multiple podium finishes at the U.S. National Climbing Championships and other major competitions, solidifying her as a dominant force in American climbing. International competitions and World Cup success. Glantz's success was not limited to the U.S. She also made an impact in international competitions. She consistently performed well in the IFSC World Cup Series, particularly in bouldering events, earning top rankings and building her reputation as one of the premier climbers on the global circuit. Rock climbing innovations. As a versatile athlete, Glantz made significant contributions to the sport beyond just competition. She was known for her innovative climbing style and ability to approach problems in new and creative ways. Her problem-solving techniques have inspired other climbers to think differently about the sport and have helped shape the modern era of competitive climbing. Climbing first ascent of iconic routes. In addition to her competitive successes, Glantz also made notable contributions to the climbing community by completing some of the most challenging first ascents of outdoor climbing routes. Her achievements in the wild terrain of some of the U.S.'s most iconic climbing areas, such as Joshua Tree and the Red River Gorge, earned her widespread acclaim and respect from the climbing community. Influence on the growth of climbing as a sport. Glanc played a key role in helping to raise the profile of climbing in the United States, particularly in the realm of bouldering and sport climbing. She became a role model for young climbers and served as an ambassador for the sport. Her influence in promoting climbing as both a competitive and recreational activity helped to elevate its status as a recognized and respected athletic pursuit. Women's empowerment in climbing. Glanc has been a strong advocate for women in sports and has worked tirelessly to create more opportunities for female climbers. Through her performances and leadership within the climbing community, she has inspired countless women to pursue climbing, helping to level the playing field in a traditionally male-dominated sport. Final years and transition. As with many elite athletes, Glanc's competitive climbing career eventually began to wind down in the 2010s. As she transitioned from competing at the highest levels to focusing on other aspects of her life and career, Glanc continued to remain deeply involved in the climbing community. Her passion for the sport remained unwavering, even as she stepped back from the competition circuit. In her final years of active competition, Glanc focused on coaching and mentoring the next generation of climbers. She took on roles as a climbing instructor and led training programs for aspiring athletes, sharing her wealth of knowledge and experience with young climbers eager to follow in her footsteps. Her coaching style emphasized not only physical training but also the mental and psychological aspects of climbing, helping her students understand the importance of resilience, focus, and strategic thinking. Although she no longer competed on the global stage, Glanc's influence continued to resonate throughout the climbing world. She remained a strong advocate for the development of climbing infrastructure and community, particularly in areas where the sport was still growing. Her continued involvement in climbing allowed her to make a lasting impact on the sport beyond her competitive achievements. In addition to her coaching, Glanc became involved in outdoor climbing expeditions and first ascents, continuing to challenge herself in new and exciting ways. Though her role in the climbing world evolved, she never lost her love for the sport, and she remained a fixture in the climbing community.